Stung by a bee. It might have been me almost getting stung by a bee. Shit. Thing was coming right for us. Right, we've got a bunch of work to do, you guys. I need gloves. What's up, Colt? What's up, BTRCLLSL? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So basically, we got to get rid of that. That is the situation at hand, you guys. We got to get that out of here. I'll be right back. Got my gloves. I need to get some buckets. Every time I go in the garage, she's got to go in the garage. Ow! So I found some buckets. They're kind of stuck together. What's up, Blaze? I gotta look at chat just to make sure you guys have not been saying a whole bunch of things. Klashnik, hell yeah, dude. Doing good, man. What's up, Pete? It's Sunday Fun Day. Fucking A. We're gonna remove that thing right there. The idea is I'm gonna get these bricks around it into the wheelbarrow, and then I'm gonna bucket up all the ash and shit. And get it out of there. So first I think I wanna dig up some ash. Got my sleeping mats out here because last night there was some northern lights, but I couldn't see them till about 2 a.m. And by the time I could see them, I was pretty tired, so I didn't feel like streaming. But yeah, there was northern lights last night. Last time I used these buckets was for crawdads, apparently. Some crawdad bags in here. All right. There's a couple of years worth of ash in here. Might just throw that off to the side. Use that in a future fire. I did burn some boards that had like nails and shit in them. So there's some nails and shit in this ash. And so I'm gonna have to take these buckets down to our other property, and then I was thinking I'm gonna dump them out and like run my stick magnet over them a bunch and get all the metal out. Because I don't want to leave that anywhere all fucky. But yeah, hopefully you guys are all having a good Sunday. Set it down in there. Like, look at this. That's like a real chunk of metal there. Maybe I'll have a metal bucket. Obvious metal. I've got a few more buckets. You have some yard work you got to do today. You got to mow and pull weeds from your flower beds. Hell yeah. I weeded out our front flower bed last week. We've got a pretty cool flower bed. It's like a herb garden out front. Let's go look at it so I don't have to do any more work right now. Let's go do that. Look, so we're pulling out all this old shit. And we're putting in that. So yeah, I weeded out, and there's probably some new weeds in here this week, but this whole front here, yeah, there's some weeds right there. Don't worry about that, but that's all mint. That's a shitload of mint right there. And then all those purple flowers, that's all my chives. And then right here, all this, that's asparagus. All that tall, crazy looking stuff. And we got some rhubarb over here. I don't know if it really likes this spot though. It does all right, but that one leaf gets tread upon quite a bit. Yeah, fresh mint is crazy. Then I've also got this really badass rosemary over here. This rosemary began as just like a little starter that was probably about, the size of like one of these branches. And then I've kept it going all winter in that pot in the house. And then I brought it outside here recently, and it's kicking ass. Got my bird bath and my bird feeder. There's been a robin hanging around getting into my bird bath a lot, so I've been trying to keep that full for him. Little robin. It's actually my mom's old bird bath. Ow! The gate got me a little bit. Back to work. These mats are really cool, you don't even have to blow those up. Let me show you real quick. They've got this really cool valve in here, and when you got it set to one side, on the valve in there, it actually says inflate. And with the valve set this way, this thing is slowly sucking in air and actually inflating itself. And then when you want to deflate, You just flip it around, or you can flip it open even, but you just flip the valve to where it says deflate, and then it'll sit here and slowly deflate. But yeah, it's really nice actually, because you can just take these out and set them up and they'll do their thing. There's no battery, nothing. They're made by Alps Mountaineering, and Molly is like, let me walk all over that. The one on the right is right side up now, and then the other one's kind of upside down. Yeah, they're fairly comfortable. Yeah. Hold on, let me catch up on chat. Yeah, they seem to be pretty well puncture proof. Like, it's not like your average air mat or whatever, there's like a bunch of foam inside there, and it's just like a bunch of different air cells as well. So I think even if you were to stab a hole in it, it wouldn't really make much of a difference. Maybe it might not hold that much air, but like the one on the left there is pushed out. Like, it's really got some air in it. See, this one's very well pumped. But yeah, the material is, I don't know, it's clothy, but really strong, I guess. And they're light, these two pads are almost nothing. See, this one's set to deflate on the inside there. That's the other nice thing, is you can blow them up as much as you want, but then like they actually hold their air pretty well, like so well that you'll actually probably have to get on top of it and let a little bit of air out with this valve, and then like close it back up so you can have it where you want it. Now, one mat is probably not actually enough for a person like me to sleep comfortably out in the woods. Like, I will end up feeling some of the ground, it's not particularly comfortable. But if you double up, and do two mats, it's like a bed. What's up, roadkill? But yeah, pretty nice for what they are. You could either get like a cheesy ass air mattress and end up hating it and popping it and like waking up on the ground, or you can get these sleeping mats, and get a couple of them basically, so you can sleep really good. Blow all the dust and shit off my phone, you guys. I wish chat would just stay on screen so I could keep up. Yeah, Pete, they are, exactly. They're for camping. I've been good, dude. Hopefully you've been good. Ouch. overload the buckets too much. Wait, what did Colt say? Hold. They look like perfect for a tent. We had a little mattress we would use. Used to have in the back of my dad's truck for truck camping. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've got a little like Coleman 4-man, and those mats like basically fit perfectly. You know, like if you take both mats and set them side by side, it pretty much fills the floor in there. So if you do both mats stacked up, it's like you've got a floor of mat and then half the floor open for, you know, changing and whatever. But well, and that tent I think has kind of a front on it, but it's, you know, it's a good tent, but it's small. I've also got like a big 10-man tent, but that thing's got some rips in it because I have kids and they're little maniacs. Some of this is kind of dirt that I might want. Well, I don't know. I think I'll get some different dirt for out here because there's a little bit of hole action like to the right of the fire pit that's kind of dug down, you know, because my dogs again. But yeah, we might get some dirt from somewhere. Like I said, I think I could magnet over, get all the metal out of there, but it's kind of nasty, like ashy and shit too. I don't want to be walking on it, I guess. Well, the plan is to put that fire pit in, and then I want to surround the whole area with gravel from our creek at some point. Let me keep up with chat here. Well, yeah, dude. And the thing with sleeping out in the woods or camping at all, like when you're sleeping on the ground itself will absorb your heat and pull the heat right out of your body. And so like in the Marines, we had this thing called an isomat. It's just like a half an inch thick of this material that, you know, all it does is create like a barrier between you and the ground so that the ground isn't absorbing your heat. And that's pretty much what these mats would do as well, right? They say you don't want necessarily like a big thick air mattress for that, because then you end up with a pocket of air under you that gets really cold, you know, and so you could freeze your ass off being up off the ground on an air mattress. But these mats, like I said, they have like a foam inner, and so they're perfect for that. Like they heat up to your body heat a little bit, and then they hold that heat and keep you from getting wicked by the ground, which, you know, that's something they taught us, I guess, but that is what happens. Let me look at... Yeah. Yeah, I want to get some gravel from the creek. The problem is it's freezing. Freezing down there. We're getting there. Yeah. Could you take some of that out just on your yard? Or do you have to remove all of ash? What? What's up, Bodie? I'm trying to see what Pete was saying here. Do I not have my... Oh, shit. Oh, I do. Okay. I was like, do I not have my Wi-Fi enabled? You guys are talking about so much different shit. Well, yeah, the service down at the creek's really bad. And it is really cold. Yeah, I was thinking I could rake some of this out. Like, I'm getting down to just dirt now. I've got most of the ash and shit off there. I want to grab my magnet real quick. My stick magnet. Shit. Wait. You were just rolling your burn pit 10 minutes ago? No way. And you did that barehanded? And you got 2 staples in your finger? Fuck. Because Frosty, there was like a whole goddamn playhouse back here in the backyard when I first bought this place. Like, here's some remnant of it behind Smokey. See that climbing wall thing? That's part of it, right? And it had screws and all sorts of shit going all in it. And like a dumbass, I decided that the fastest way to get rid of that would be to burn it. And then, yeah, there's all this goddamn metal in the burn pile now. And as you can see, it has come back to haunt me and also not be that fast. I would have probably been faster to remove all the fucking bolts and shit with my tools when I had the opportunity. Wow, I just figured out that I can touch the screen where the chat is and it'll pop up. I'm an idiot. I love it. All right. So yeah, now, like Pete was saying, I'm going to put some of that dirt off to the side over here in this little area. And then I'm going to really magnet the shit out of it. And then I'll end up putting gravel on it anyway, so it won't matter. You totally burned a plastic play set Friday night. That's why there was so much metal in mine. Listen, don't be burning plastic. Plastic is bad, okay? There was a slide on this playhouse, and I brought it down to the creek where we have our swimming hole. And I kind of set it up for the kids, but they're all getting older now, so they don't care. Don't even think about digging this up, ladies. We're making it. Ugh. Let's see. What's up, Annihilator? We had to edge our sidewalks a couple weeks ago, and we ended using grass and dirt from it to fill in some places in the backyard and by our fire pit. Yeah, grass and stuff will just turn into dirt. Just turn into dirt. Oh yeah, the wind chimes. Yeah, they're pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, my dogs, dude, they're constantly digging holes out here. Yeah, these are the wind chimes you're hearing. I got those for Callie for Mother's Day, I think, one year. They had a set. Those were like $300, dude. But they had, and let me stand by them so you can see how big they are. But they had a set at the hardware store where I bought those that were $1,500, dude. And the pipes were like four, I think probably 4 inches wide. I wanted it so bad, dude, but $1,500 is a lot of money for a wind chime, you know. Seen any bears near your house lately? Yeah, they've been fucking. I had to shoot one 10 times the other night with my pellet rifle. Dude, I got my wife some, and they put me to sleep. Yeah, these are nice. Like, yeah, I'm in city limits, dude. Like, I could run out onto the hillside just past my truck and I would be outside city limits, but I also have to go out onto the hillside with the bear at night to do that, you know. I might just try to fight it with my sword. I mean, why do I have a sword if I'm not going to use it? But yeah, technically, that hillside right there, past that, see, there's a gravel road right out here, right? And just past that gravel is the city limits, right out there. Like, that woods is outside of town. But the bear likes to come right here to my garbage, which is inside of town. So yeah, I have to play by the rules. I guess I could do the he's coming right for me and just do what I got to do, but that's kind of sketchy in itself, you know. He might actually come right for me and I might get bit or scratched. Can't be having that shit. All right, so now we got to get all these gall-darn bricks into the wheelbarrow. I don't know if they're all going to fit. Hey. Go down, please. Of course, they're coming apart. I kind of want to use these to make a fire pit down at our creek spot, so I'm trying not to ruin them. hope I can move that. I did not. This fire pit was here when we got this place. I need to clear a path. I'm all right. I just dropped it on my foot a little bit. Not a big deal. Hey, Charlie. So yeah, this is the new fire pit. Ugh. Yeah, I can cook on it, or it's just better well contained for burning stuff too. Like that one is just an open pit. Yeah, this thing's pretty badass. It's got like an adjustable height pin on this somehow. Oops. Right there. Yeah, so I could cook on this surface probably, and then there's all these outer edge things. I don't know what those are really for, but yeah, pretty nice. It was like 270. All right. Still got to get it the hell out of my way though. And I got some shit in the back of my truck that I probably need to move. Hey, there's my other bucket. Move it around, Molly. I know, it's already June, dude. Like I was thinking yesterday, God, it's too hot for this time of year. But then I realized, no, it's June. And it's definitely the right time of year. All right. A couple of buckets of shit here. Just staying in the yard. I gotta move that thing now. Oh, this is hot, you guys. It's only supposed to be 69 today, and that's a lie. I only have one pace, you guys. Ugh. Ugh. It's getting hot. Have I said that already? It was 86 yesterday. Might need a little break, you guys. I've started to sweat.
can get you some more if you take the big swing of it.
All right, just give me a sec. Ugh. Figure out where I was.
I think it's still cold.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. You're making music? I'm out here making a mess. It's weird out. It's like hazy out. My phone's all dusty. You gotta stay hydrated. We're getting there. Ugh. You just set it on the barbecue, right? A lot of ants. We did it. Wheelbarrow tires like, oh, hell no. That's all the bricks. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, there was a whole other layer of bricks. And they were kind of mortared together. It wasn't great, you know. You could barely tell, but they were ever so slightly stuck together. All right, just gotta load these into the back of the truck. Yeah, I think it'll fit nicely right there. I just need to probably weed eat around all that high grass that's right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know, right? That is the nice thing. Sort of fire ring. I can move it. Right level. Not quite. You come out of there. Maybe it's pinned in. Jesus Christ. What was in there? So many of them. My back. My back hurts. Can't believe this is. Yeah, it's all screwed together. Motherfucker. God damn. Looks like it's getting hotter by the second. Wait. Yeah, I guess it all comes apart. I want it off there so I could get my level to sit flat on the top of this whole surface, and then I could get a better read on the actual level. Close. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. For the perfectionists out there, if I can get it to zoom. All right, now we gotta put that shit back in there. Yeah, we're gonna have to burn some shit in here now. That was actually way easier than I thought it would be. Came with a little poker tool for probably for grabbing this and pulling it off the heat. It's pretty sick. Let's back up and have a look at it. Pretty nice. Hell yeah. Not a bad little Sunday project. Got that freaking taken care of. Now I just got to bring in probably like 10 bucket loads of gravel from the creek, which I'm gonna wait till later this summer or the spring or whatever. Look at Molly, she's passing out. She can't do it. See you, Charlie. Oh, you heard me talking about you, didn't you, Mollywog? Fine. Yeah, that looks good. Real good. Now I just got to haul off all this bullshit and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks, Pete. Hell yeah. Oh, I got my water over here in the sun. Ugh. Ugh. It's so hot. I did my work for the day, that's right. Yeah. You like my big umbrella? Yeah, it's got solar lights. There's the switch. It's over here. They're not very bright though. Maybe at night when it's really dark, but yeah. You've never seen that on like a beach umbrella? Yeah, right. Frosty. The gimbal is just like, no, I don't think so. Why is it not working? It's like it's turned itself off. Even though the lights were on and flashing, it still wasn't working. Weird. Maybe it got too warm in the sun. My shirt's wet. My shirt's moist. The only thing with this umbrella is the wind likes to knock it down every freaking day. That little base down there is not heavy enough. I even put that little 25-pound weight on there, and that didn't do it. It wasn't enough. Weren't enough. I'm pretty happy with that fire pit thing, though. We'll have to see how it is with an actual fire in it. You know, that's the nice thing about it too, is I think with it being somewhat contained within walls like that, like we'll be able to get kind of closer to it than we could with just like open flames and shit. Maybe not, I don't know, but I feel like it's going to be a little more cozy, a little more cozy of a fire. Yesterday went really good. You know, I had to go to my daughter's graduation, and then right after I had to go to a barbecue where I saw my ex-mother-in-law, who I haven't seen in about like 13 years or 12 years or something. And I really didn't know how that was going to go, right? Because you never know what your ex is saying about you. You never know how protective family is and shit, right? So I just didn't know if I was going to get fucking screamed at or if it was going to go really well. You know, it just was like not sure how that was going to go. But it ended up going really well. So that was good. And I was glad that I went because it was good for everyone. I think that we all said hi and had our little nice time together, I guess, because there's no need for all that bullshit anymore. Like, I get why they would be the way they were when it happened, because it's like it's their daughter. You gotta stick up for your family. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna lower you guys down so we can talk. Well, it was not just my ex-mother-in-law, but it was like a couple of her sisters as well. And like when we split years ago, like I was pretty forthcoming on Facebook about how I felt, and that wasn't very well received by them, and so they had kind of let me have it on there. And that was pretty much the last time I talked to any of those people. It was on Facebook years ago, and they'd fucking told me off. So like I said, I didn't know how it was going to go. I wasn't sure how I was going to be, but it went really well, I think, unless they were just, talking shit after I left, but I doubt it. I feel like, it went pretty good. So, and I don't really care if they did or not, it's like I said, it's their family. It's their shit. But yeah, it is cool that my oldest daughter is graduated high school, man. It's also not cool. I'm fucking old. I am getting fucking really old. What's that? Some cheese on a chip?
Yeah. No.
I don't know. It's still missing something.
I know.
It tastes more like nacho cheese at a gas station, but good though. But you know what I mean? It's more nacho cheese than queso.
Well, I read another one. They said saute the jalapeno and the onions first, and I didn't do that because it didn't say to. So
We're just gonna have to ask her.
yeah.
God damn it. My ex-mother-in-law had made a batch of queso dip last night or yesterday when we went up there, and it was just like I remembered. I've tried to make it myself. I've tried to get Callie to make it like 10 times. It's just a cheese dip that you get at like Mexican restaurants. Where's my lighter? It is good. The shit you get from Casa, it's Casa Olay is the restaurant, right? If you go there in Texas, they're kind of like I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like an Applebee's level of price and quality maybe, but they just do really good Mexican food, but they have awesome queso dip. Any cheese is good. Melted cheese is the best. Yeah, this is pretty much all melted. It's melted cheese with like some jalapeno, some chili, green chilies, some cumin, you know, bunch of good shit. Probably one or two secret ingredients that I can't figure out. Man, it's just tripping me out to see this burn pit now. Like I'm used to seeing that crappy brick, all those bricks. Now I've got this awesome burn pit. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I just gotta get this brochure or what. I guess it came with directions, you know? Like you need directions on how to burn. But yeah, take this piece of paper out of the plastic, light on fire, place wood on top of piece of paper, enjoy burning system. Like that's what it should say. But it probably says a bunch of shit. Like, a bunch of useful shit. Oh, yeah. Not quite perfect seams or anything. It almost looks like they've got some pieces in the wrong spot on the outside edge. Like, look at how this comes together. That's fucked up. I bet you that's just not the... Like, maybe this piece goes over here. Yeah, I am. That's what happens, though, dude. Like, you fabricate some shit out of metal or work with wood or anything like that. Once you've got an eye for how things are supposed to come out, you can't unsee it, you know. Smokey looks happy. Smokey, you like it? You got some fucking shit on your nose. Looks like you've been digging. She's like, not me. I wasn't digging. And I got Molly back here. She's like, me? You talking about me? You talking about me? Fuchsia's doing really good too, as you can see. Been watering that motherfucker every morning. It's chicken ass. Isn't it, Molly? Oh. Oh. Oh, the wog. Don't look at the sun. Yeah. All right, well, I guess the job's done, you guys. I'm just bullshitting now. Hear the train going by. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good Sunday. I'll probably just chill out the rest of the day. I was thinking about streaming some Red Dead here in a little bit, but I don't know. I might not. But if not, if you guys don't see me with that today, then I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your Sunday. I'll see you next time. See you, Pete, Frosty, Blaze. Later, guys.